Hey, it's John Douglas. Welcome to the channel. It's Reliable Roof and Remodeling. We're doing a series of videos about hail claims for your insurance. We're working a storm in Owensboro, Kentucky right now, and we're getting a lot of the same questions over and over. And these videos are to help you to answer those questions, and you can go back and review them depending on what part of the stage you're in with your claim. This is video 3. We've talked about the initial parts of the claim, the adjuster visit with your contractor, and now the adjuster has actually completed their visit. So what happens after the adjuster completes their visit? And this is where a lot of questions come in. So we use a software. We won't get too deep in the weeds with it. Your contractors use it. The insurance company uses it. It's a software we call it Xactimate. There's another software that you use sometimes, but that's the primary with most insurance companies. And what happens is when the adjuster was out, they take measurements, they look at all the damage, they go through, and then once they sit down, they open this software that is updated monthly with current pricing from roof to siding, labor, what the current pricing is in the market right now by zip code. And they're going to go down and assign a line item, assuming it's gutters, roof, whatever it may be, and that line item will have a price specific to that based on their measurements. So you're going to get what we call, it's an estimate, but it's really an assessment. If you think about it from an insurance standpoint, it's what they're going to pay for what they saw. Okay, so you'll hear the term from insurance companies sometimes that adjuster says, I'm going to buy that roof, or I'm going to buy that gutter or siding. That's what he means. He or she is going to assign a value to what the damage that they have seen. So to make it easy, let's say we're going to take easy numbers. We have 100 foot, 100 linear foot, meaning 100 straight foot of gutter that they have noticed is damaged. The adjuster is going to assign a dollar amount to that gutter based upon what they've seen, based upon the software, based upon the measurements that they've taken, and then give that to you on assessment. So when you get your assessment or your estimate, it's hard to read if you're not used to construction terms, but you're going to have a line item by line item, like a grocery receipt breakdown of each individual item that they saw. So this is where the question comes up of, what do I do with this? Is this something that my contractor could see or they couldn't? A lot of them, like State Farm, Allstate, you'll read on the first page that they encourage you to share your assessment with your contractor. And the reason being, a lot of people now we'll have some of our customers that aren't familiar with us, they'll say, okay, we've had our adjuster come out, you were referred to us, now we need an estimate. You can't, that would basically, that basically would be equivalent to somebody saying, I want you to do some repairs on your vehicle, but I don't know what the insurance company is going to pay, just based upon what you see. So the reason the insurance company says share that estimate or assessment with your contractor is so they can see what items the insurance company is covering and what items they're going to pay for. The pricing is fixed, so it's similar to any other insurance. They fix pricing on there of what the current market rates are for the material, labor, so on and so forth, and that is fixed. So from a contractor standpoint, we're using the same software. When we input that in, it's going to give us out the same figure. So you're not going to save anything by not showing the contractor your assessment. A lot of times you're going to just slow down the process, because the contractor is most likely going to give you an incorrect estimate because they don't know what all the insurance company is paying. So again, if you're somebody that's missed the first 2 videos, you didn't have a contractor walk with the adjuster, you didn't have an initial inspection, the contractor may come through and see damage that the insurance company never saw, and they're going to give you an estimate based upon that. Well, when you go back and compare that to the estimate or the assessment that the insurance company gave you, those aren't going to match up. Theirs might be more or less. Maybe they saw some things that the insurance company didn't, or the insurance company gave extra credit for things that possibly they didn't see. So that's where it comes in. there's not really a money savings there by you withholding your assessment. You actually gain more by showing your assessment so the contractor knows what they can cover and make sure that all damage is covered, from what the adjuster says. A lot of the adjusters will work with you, so it's a really big time crunch to make sure that your contractor sees that adjustment. And in our case, we work directly with the adjuster and the insurance company. If we see something that's missing, we will call the adjuster and have them reassess it to make sure that's added on, or if the square footage is incorrect, or the linear footage of, say, gutters or metal or something of that nature is incorrect, we go through and correct that for them. So at this point, after you have reviewed your assessment, hopefully with your contractor, you'll get to a point where you're going to sign or you're going to approve the allotment that is coming to you. So that's saying that you, as the homeowner, have looked at the assessment and you've deemed that everything that was damaged is covered in the line items that they showed you. Now, I've looked at tons of these for years and years. The average person not seeing these, seeing them once in a lifetime or twice in a lifetime, you're not going to know what you're looking at. So you're not going to know if your square footage is correct. You're not going to know if you might know your personal property is covered, but you might not know that all damage is covered unless you've been on your roof and seen everything. And there's a lot of times that small items are missing that make a difference from you that you need covered. So from that part, after you sign that, it goes to the next part where they issue you your check. So we're going to talk about that in the next video. Again, if you have any questions, you can comment down below. There's a link to us where we'll come out and do free inspections for you. These videos are meant to be informational, so depending on where you're at in the process, you're going to have some information that's going to guide you through that, whether you're using us or any other contractor. Again, thanks. Hope you have a safe week, and talk to you all soon.